The world is a tapestry of light and shadow, but what happens when the darkness deepens? Tonight we journey into the heart of darkness. We explore the unsettling truth behind the world's most terrifying tales. Are you ready to face the unknown? Prepare yourself. For tonight we delve into the world's most terrifying true horror stories. From haunted forests to ancient catacombs, the world is rife with places where darkness reigns. In Japan, a silent forest stands as a haunting testament to despair. Beneath Paris, miles of bone-filled tunnels whisper of forgotten souls. Are you brave enough to venture into the shadows, to confront the darkness that lurks at the edge of our understanding? The stories we share tonight are raw, unsettling accounts of real-life horrors. The world is a far stranger, far more terrifying place than we often care to admit. This is your final warning. Do you dare to continue? At the foot of Mount Fuji lies Aokigahara, known as the Suicide Forest. The very air in Aokigahara seems heavy with sorrow, a palpable weight pressing down on anyone who dares to enter. It is a place of profound beauty and unsettling sadness, where life and death walk hand in hand. Those who venture into Aokigahara speak of a disorientation unlike anything they've experienced before. Compasses spin wildly and hikers lose their way. And then there are the whispers, soft, disembodied voices carried on the wind, whispering words of despair, of longing, of regret. The forest floor is littered with remnants of those who entered but never left. Search and rescue teams venture into Aokigahara each year, a grim pilgrimage to recover the lost. The forest holds on to those who choose to end their lives within its embrace, their spirits trapped amongst the trees. Beneath the bustling streets of Paris lies a labyrinth of tunnels, the Paris Catacombs. The bones were carefully arranged, creating walls and chambers of meticulously stacked skulls and femurs. It is within these forbidden passageways that the true horror of the catacombs is said to reside. The sheer scale of the Paris catacombs is difficult to comprehend. Miles of tunnels stretch out in every direction, forming a subterranean labyrinth that has claimed countless explorers. Stories abound of those who have ventured into the catacombs' unexplored sections only to lose their way and succumb to the darkness. Over the years, there have been countless reports of paranormal activity within the Paris catacombs. Visitors and explorers alike have reported hearing disembodied voices, feeling cold spots and witnessing strange lights or shadows. They finally stumbled upon an exit, emerging into the night air, shaken and forever changed by their encounter with the darkness beneath the city. The Paris catacombs remain a place of mystery and speculation. Some dismiss the stories of hauntings as mere legend, while others believe the catacombs are a portal to the other side. It is a place that forces us to confront our own mortality, a chilling reminder that death is an inevitable part of life. Deep within the canals of Xochimilco, Mexico, lies Isla de las Muñecas, the island of the dolls. Hundreds of decaying dolls hang from trees, their limbs twisted, their eyes staring vacantly into the humid air. The island's unsettling beauty belies a deeply unsettling history, where the line between reality and nightmare blurs. Driven by grief, Don Julian spent decades populating the island with dolls, each one a silent testament to his sorrow. Some say his grief seeped into the very soil, imbuing the dolls with an unnatural energy. Don Julian himself met an untimely end, drowning in the same canal where he believed the young girl had perished. Today, the island of the dolls remains a popular destination for those drawn to the macabre. Tourists and paranormal investigators alike flock to the island, hoping to capture a glimpse of the supernatural. The island seems to feed off fear, growing stronger with each chill down the spine, each startled gasp. The island of the dolls stands as a chilling reminder that some wounds never truly heal. It is a place where the veil between our world and the next seems perilously thin. As you leave the island behind, the image of those vacant eyes lingers in your mind, a haunting reminder that some stories are best left untold. Our next tale takes us to the heart of 1950s England, a time of post-war recovery and a burgeoning fascination with art. It was during this period that a seemingly innocuous painting, mass-produced and sold in homes across the country, would become the center of a chilling mystery. This was The Crying Boy, a portrait of a young boy with tear-stained cheeks and mournful eyes, a look of sadness etched onto his youthful features. The image resonated with many, a symbol of innocence lost in a world still reeling from the horrors of war. The painting found its way onto mantelpieces and walls in homes across the country, a common sight in many working-class households seeking a touch of pathos and sentimentality in their lives. But beneath the surface of this seemingly innocent image, a darkness lurked. Whispers began to circulate, tales of misfortune and tragedy befalling those who possessed the painting. It started subtly, a string of bad luck, an unsettling feeling of being watched, a series of unfortunate events that, while individually explainable, seemed to coalesce around the presence of the painting. And then the fires started. The first reports were dismissed as coincidence, a tragic accident, but as more homes burned, a chilling pattern emerged. Each fire seemed to originate near the Crying Boy painting. Yet amidst the charred ruins, the painting remained. Untouched by the flames, its colours vibrant. Firefighters were baffled. They spoke of flames parting around the canvas. Word spread like wildfire, fueled by rumours. The Crying Boy was cursed, they said. The true origins of the Crying Boy painting and the alleged curse it carries remain shrouded in mystery. Some whisper of a vengeful spirit, a young boy who perished in a fire. Others speak of a gypsy curse, a hex placed upon the artist or the subject of the painting. One popular theory centers around the painting's supposed subject, a young orphan named Bruno Amadio. Legend has it that Bruno himself perished in a fire shortly after the painting was completed. Whether or not there is any truth to these stories, the legend of the Crying Boy persists. Whatever the truth may be, the legend of the Crying Boy continues to fascinate and frighten. It stands as a chilling example of how an image, seemingly innocuous, can become a symbol of tragedy and dread. Its meaning shaped by circumstance, speculation, and the enduring human fascination with the unknown. Even today, decades after the initial wave of panic, the Crying Boy painting evokes a sense of unease. It serves as a reminder that some stories, no matter how implausible, refuse to fade, their grip on our collective imagination as strong as ever. As you gaze upon the boy's tear-stained face, his sorrowful eyes seeming to follow your every move, you can't help but wonder, is there truly a curse? Or is the real horror the fear we ourselves project onto the world around us, transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary, the mundane into the menacing? The answer, like the boy's sorrowful gaze, remains elusive, forever locked within the canvas. a chilling testament to the enduring power of belief, fear, and the stories we tell ourselves to make sense of a world forever teetering on the edge of darkness. Nestled high in the Colorado Rockies, amidst the breathtaking beauty of Estes National Park, stands a grand old hotel with a dark secret. This is the Stanley Hotel, where elegance and grandeur collide with an unsettling sense of unease. Built in 1909, it has witnessed over a century of human drama, but it is the darker side of the Stanley's history that draws us in, with chilling tales of ghostly apparitions. Here, Stephen King found inspiration for The Shining, a tale of a family terrorized by malevolent forces. Guests at the Stanley Hotel have reported a chilling array of paranormal experiences. Footsteps echo down empty hallways, disembodied voices whisper in the dead of night. There are stories of doors slamming shut on their own, of objects moving inexplicably. Some guests claim to have seen fleeting glimpses of shadowy figures lurking at the edge of their vision. The hotel's staff have reported encountering these ghostly residents on countless occasions. They speak of a playful energy that permeates certain areas of the hotel, but there is a darker side to these stories. Whispers of a malevolence that lurks beneath the surface. Among the many haunted spaces within the Stanley Hotel, one room stands out. Room 217, the very room that inspired Stephen King's nightmares, is the epicenter of the hotel's unsettling energy. King experienced vivid nightmares and the feeling of being watched, planting the seeds for The Shining. Guests report unsettling experiences from moved belongings to a cold presence. Some claim to see a shadowy figure at the foot of the bed, vanishing upon inspection. The Stanley Hotel stands as a testament to the enduring power of fear and fascination. It is a place where reality and imagination blur, where past tragedies mingle with tourists' laughter. Whether you believe in ghosts or the power of suggestion, the atmosphere is undeniably unsettling. Shadows dance freely, the air crackles with unseen energy, and history presses down like a shroud. Walking the halls, you feel unease, a prickling doubt that perhaps the stories are true. A lingering chill clings to us like morning mist. The world around us now seems tinged with unease. Shadows deepen, silence grows heavier, and reality blurs. These stories remind us that some mysteries defy explanation. They whisper of the unknown, of forces beyond comprehension. The flicker of a candle or rustle of leaves sends a shiver. Fear remains, amplified by the knowledge that truth is stranger than fiction. Yet these stories, for all their terror, also hold a strange allure. They draw us in, compelling us to confront our deepest fears, to acknowledge the darkness that exists not only in the world around us, but also within ourselves. There's a reason why we seek out the darkness, why we tell each other ghost stories around campfires, why we find ourselves drawn to the macabre and the unexplained. Perhaps it's a primal need to make sense of the world around us, to confront the unknown and emerge from the encounter changed, our understanding of reality forever altered. Or perhaps it's something more than that. Perhaps it's a recognition that the darkness, for all its terror, is also a part of who we are. It's a reminder that life is fleeting, that our time on this earth is precious, and that the line between the living and the dead is not as impenetrable as we might like to believe. Whatever the reason, one thing is certain. These stories stay with us long after the telling. They linger in our minds, whispering doubts in the darkness, making us question what we see, what we hear, and what we think we know about the world around us. So tonight, as you turn off the lights and prepare to drift into sleep, remember the stories we've shared. Remember the chilling whispers from the Aokigahara Forest, the unsettling silence of the Paris Catacombs, and the vacant stares of the dolls on Isla de las Muñecas. Recall the haunting image of the crying boy, forever frozen in a moment of sorrow, and the unsettling energy that permeates the halls of the Stanley Hotel, a place where reality and nightmare collide. Let these tales serve as a reminder that the world is a vast and mysterious place, full of wonders both beautiful and terrifying. And as you close your eyes, remember that sometimes the most unsettling truth of all is that the line between belief and disbelief is often razor thin, and that the things that go bump in the night are often closer than we think. Sleep tight, or don't. The choice, as always, is yours. But be warned, you may never look at the darkness the same way again.